All right, so the first round of the NFL draft is over, and this is my thoughts as an NFL casual about everything. My opinion, the first 4 picks are A's. We all knew, but the real question was if anybody was going to trade up. None of that happened, really. So, all A's, in my opinion. First surprise would be the Chargers with Joe Alt. I thought they'd go receiver. Looks like Justin Herbert will have nobody to throw the ball to. If the running game fails, Herbert's going to have to throw it to somebody. We won't know if they'll catch it, but we'll see. Next 2 picks, I'd say they're good picks. The most surprising would be this. The most surprising is Atlanta taking a quarterback, Michael Penix, 8th. Why would you do this? You already have Kirk Cousins for 4 years, $180 million. You're going to wait until 28 years old, Penix is going to be ready, or Kirk Cousins gets injured? That's a surprise, in my opinion. Why would you take a QB when you already have a QB that can start already? I don't get that. Also, this video of the GM talking to the owner about why they took a QB when they already have a QB. You know they're stressing if that's already being shown right after the draft. To me, as a casual, I'll say this is a D. Why would you D to us? Yeah, a D. Why? Why would you do this in the first place? I don't get this. And then after this, I would say it's normal who they're going to take. A receiver for the Bears. The other one would be J.J. McCarthy. There was so much to talk about him being taken by New York. Someone trading up to get him. Nobody did. And with the result of that, came down to really only one other good QB in, I would say, a first round that everyone would say, Bo Nix. And I would say they reached Denver. They had to get a QB, but I would say they reached for probably the quarterback that was left. Because every other quarterback was gone. There's only like a few left for second round. In my opinion, this was like a reach, but it's not like it's a needed reach. So I don't know what to feel. I would say like a C, in my opinion. And then another surprise would be Raiders taking tight end Brock Bowers. I thought the Jets would take him, but they do need a tackle if Rodgers is going to be QB and not be injured again. So I understand this, but I thought they would go defense since they're already drafted a tight end in the second round last year. My guess is they're trying to do what New England did with Gronkowski, and Aaron Hernandez with 2 dominant tight ends, my thought. And with that, the first defensive player was taken in the 15th pick. So 15 picks were taken all offense. That's how deep the offense, in my opinion, was. To me, one of the best ones would be this one. Vikings trade up for one of the best pass rushers, in my opinion. And they didn't really give up that much, what I think. So that would be good for the Vikings. And they got J.J. McCarthy. That could be a good team, in my opinion. And with that, the team that I thought the Reds were going to take would be Seattle with the defensive line. That defensive line, Seattle, is going to be very dominant with Leonard and the one they drafted. That's going to be very good. So I thought they would also take a QB. So we'll see what happens second round. I think was a steal would be Davion Mitchell to the Eagles. Eagles just got gifted a very good defensive player. They didn't do nothing. They just stayed still and got one of the best defensive corners, in my opinion, at the end of the first round. So very good for the Eagles. They could have a good draft, in my opinion, as well. My opinion, I think who did very good would be the Bears, Minnesota, the Eagles, the Jets, and the Giants, who I think did good from what they wanted to and needed some holes. I think there'll be like more specific ones, but to me, the casual that knows barely anything, I would say those were the big ones. To me, the loser/reaches that were like not that much would be, of course, Atlanta. Denver, I would say Denver, yeah, because you had to reach, but also you took the last one. So I don't know, like it's needed, but it's like also somewhat of a reach, in my opinion. Those are the only 2 that I could think of, in my opinion, as a casual, the big ones. So we'll see about the second round. Hopefully the draft goes crazy so I can talk more about this. Probably won't only do a second round since I barely know a lot of these prospects. So yeah, hopefully your team does well, and if it's not, do bad. At the end of the draft, I'll do my team. Probably kind of know who my team was, but we'll see.